I'm Alan Weiss, and this is The Writing on the Wall. Writing on the wall. It's all Greek to me. My wife and I just took a wonderful, wonderful journey to Greece. We've never been there before, been to 60 countries, never Greece. We went to Athens and Mykonos. A little business, a lot of fun. In Athens, we got a private tour of the Acropolis. And the Acropolis means high and public. Akro means high, and polis is public. And so polis is the cognate for things like police and politics and polity. There were temples there, and there was entertainment there. And the Greek philosophy right now is not to try to restore it, but just to safeguard it. They're not trying to make it look like it did 3,000 years ago, but they're trying to prevent it from crumbling further. The word acrophobia, fear of heights, comes from Acropolis, fear of heights, because it was the high place. The same machinery being used in this preservation is the same machinery that was used to create these temples. The same principle, the same counterweights, the same wheels. The only difference is back then it was manual labor, and now it's machined. It's power, it's steam, it's diesel, it's whatever it is. But it's the same principle. The exact same kinds of machines are restoring these columns as the ones that originally erected them. Nearby was the first theater ever created. And the first production there was by Thespis, a poet. And hence today, actors are called thespians. Also nearby was the agora, which was the marketplace, always crowded. And so agoraphobia today means fear of crowds. Now, when we were there in Athens, the unemployment rate was 28%. And it was worse among young people. Yet there were no riots on the streets. Everybody was polite and cordial. Americans are very, very well taken care of. And tourism seemed to be very high. So we had a fabulous time, but the undercurrent here is very frightening. We went to Mykonos, and people who we met casually in Athens told us, well, Mykonos is too touristy. They told us that the resort we were staying at, the Mykonos Grand, was too far removed from the old town. Folks, ignore free advice. We found Mykonos not terribly touristy. You know, there were tourists there. We were tourists. We found the place charming. It's an easy island to see, and the beautiful resort we stayed at was a 10-minute shuttle trip from town. And so when you listen to other people without discerning patterns, just one-off feedback, you often make bad judgments. You have to see for yourself. And the service at the Mykonos Grand was better than at any Four Seasons I've ever been to, and I swear by Four Seasons. That's how good this was. The Greeks introduced democracy. They introduced philosophy. They introduced humanism. They introduced debate and rhetoric thousands of years ago. It was wonderful to get back to see what this was like. It was wonderful to travel and learn. And that's the richness of travel, to find out historically, in today's currency, how we got here. It would be nice if we could all return to the high place.